and welcome to the city of Fuzhou, the capital of Fujian province, located on the southeastern coast of China. It is a well-known historic and cultural city with a history dating back more than 2,000 years. We're at the Haisha Olympic Sports Centre for the 29th staging of the China Open. And this year, the Tahoe China Open is the 11th event on the 12-tournament MetLife BWF World Superseries. Not only the penultimate event of the year, but also the 5th of 5 premier events, an even higher tier of tournament within the Super Series. So the 12 tournaments plus the end-of-year finale, the Super Series finals, and the destination, once again, is Dubai. So it's just the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines who will qualify for the season-ending championships. And it's only the results from the 12 Super Series event that count towards that qualification process. Well, it is quarterfinals day today, and we've got 5 matches for you. We're starting with women's singles, and it's a battle of the left-handers. Bingjiao looking to reach a first-ever Premier Super Series semi-final up against Marin, the Olympic champion. Then it's mixed doubles, and Kobayashi and Matsutomo of Japan are up against a new pair from China comprising of 2 players who are currently ranked 1 and 2 in the world, Sheng Shiwei and Wang Yaxiong, fresh from victory in Macau last week. Then it's women's doubles, and 2 pairs consisting of a left and a right-hander. The Koreans Chang Ye-na and Jung Kyung-eun are up against the world champions from China, Chen Qingcheng and Jia Yifan. Then it is men's singles, and the world champion and current world number 1, Victor Axelsen, in a repeat of the final of the India Super Series event, is up against Chao Tianchen of Chinese Taipei. Then we finish with a second women's singles. It's the current world number 1, Tai Su-ying, up against the former world number 1, Ratchanok Intanon, who was beaten finalist here at the China Open 5 years ago. So with women's singles being our first quarterfinal of the day, a chance for us to look at the draw from quarterfinal stage. 6 seeds plus 2 qualifiers, 2 players from China who have come through the qualifying rounds all the way through to the quarterfinals. So it means that we've got 3 players from China, and as we watch the players onto court, I was about to tell you that we had 3 former finalists in the quarterfinal lineup, but we'll have to talk about that a little later on, because the players are ready and we are ready. Myself, Jill Clark, and former head coach to the Denmark national team, Steen Pedersen. So the battle of the left-handers, the Olympic champion from Spain, Marin, up her Bingjiao of China. Well, the toss of the coin, the first duty of the umpire. And it is Bingjiao, I think, who won the toss of the coin there. But this is the Olympic champion, 2-time former world champion as well. Bingjiao, she is 20 years of age from Suzhou, and this will be the 3rd meeting between the 2 players. The previous 2 have both been won by Marin. The last time was in the final of the Japan Open in Tokyo. That was earlier this year, of course. So as I was saying, 20 years of age, she has been as high as 7 in the world ranking, 24 weeks, consecutive weeks from April earlier this year, but currently 10 from Suzhou in Jiangsu province. And she is up 2 places on the Super Series standings to number 8 after being in the semi-final of the French Open. So her 2 matches, well, the left-hander in the first round, Mette Poulsen from Denmark, and then yesterday against the Commonwealth Games gold medalist Michelle Lee from Canada. That went the full distance and 1 hour and 13 minutes. There are the Chinese coaches, including Jiang Ning, who of course was two-time Olympic champion herself. So to the current Olympic champion, Carolina Marin. She has been #1 in the world, a total of 66 weeks, but currently #5. This is her third consecutive quarter-final here at the China Open. Well, she, like her opponent, went to 3 games yesterday. Her opponent was Kim Ho-min of Korea. Dropped the opening game there. That was 1 hour and 18 minutes. So 1 hour and 13 minutes and 1 hour and 18 minutes, the two players yesterday in their second round matches, as we look at Fernando Rivas, the coach of Carolina Marin. So Carolina Marin and her opponents have both been in quarterfinals in this particular tournament. In fact, both were quarterfinalists last year at the China Open, but neither of them have progressed further than this quarterfinal stage. That will change for one of them here today. So the final preparations for the players. We are waiting for the umpire to make the announcements.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, hey, Bingjiao, China. And on my left, Carolina Marin, Spain. Carolina Marin to serve, level, play.
So the Olympic champion Carolina Marin getting this quarter-final underway. Steen, many apologies. I wanted to ask you a question earlier on, but we seem to be rushing through the graphics so quickly. I wasn't able to ask you because obviously with the women's singles we saw the draw. We've got the defending champion still in, Pusala Venkata Sindhu. Of course, Rachana Kintanon, who we will be seeing later, she's been in the final before. Yamaguchi has been in the final. But these two, when I was doing my research earlier today, I was very surprised neither of these had been through to a semi-final in this tournament previously.
No, they haven't done particularly well here in China, in Fuzhou. And it's always interesting to come up with some theories as to why that is the case, and I think one of the possible explanation is that it's a little bit of a slow haul, so to speak, and by that I mean that it's a really, really big haul. It's a long way to the sides of the hole, and it's a long way to the ceiling, which slows the attacking players down a little bit. And of course Carolina Marin is definitely an attacking player. I would also say that her Bingjiao is an attacking player. She's got a little bit more deceptions but a little bit slower in her movement, and that I think has hampered her in the last couple of years.
Oh my goodness me, that was in the bottom of the net.
3-1.
It's like, how can a slow hole impact the attacking players more? It's a bit because the timing is usually a little bit off with the players in the beginning of the tournament, so the attacking shots maybe not sitting as sharp as they should in order to make the way to the later stages of the tournament. So sometimes you need to play a little bit more patient game.
Well, we're already seeing the attacking style that you've mentioned of Carolina Marin.
Well,
but that's probably why she hasn't done well in the past here, because she doesn't play patiently enough.
No, and she's about to try and change that, but that's a long process. I'm certain that Marin is going to win this first game quite convincingly. I don't think Bingjiao is going to make a big effort. She plays with the drift here. From what I've seen of that start, yeah, it could be nerves as well, but I don't think she's gonna use a whole lot of energy here. It takes a lot of energy to play this near side that Bingjiao has right now, because she can't really be aggressive on the backcourt of Carolina Marin. So we've often seen players, we've from time to time seen players that doesn't care too much about this side, the presumably worst side of the court, when they have to play a whole game there. But in the third game, where it's only a half game, they have to play, and they have to win the third game if they get that far. Then they are willing to use all their energy there.
Body attack from Carolina Marin. Good effect. I remember at the Japan Open in September when Carolina won her first Super Series for 22 months, and there was a lot of media sort of saying finally she's won again and she hasn't been playing well. I've just checked her stats this year. 12 tournaments played, 6 finals.
Yeah.
50% of her. How can people even suggest that she's lost her form?
Yeah, it's because they seem to remember it as if she won everything, but she didn't.
No.
She didn't win everything. She won a number of tournaments. After she won the first World Championship title in 2014, she was injured during the Worlds and didn't play well in the fall that year, but in the beginning of 2015, and I think throughout 2015, she won a number of tournaments, but not everyone.
No. But she did win 5 Super Series, and in doing so became only the 4th player in Super Series history to win 5 Super Series titles in a year. I mean, that was a phenomenal achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think because she has been so outstanding, everybody judges by those, you know, 2 world titles.
And that's perhaps also what they sort of judged it by, that she won the Worlds in 15 in Indonesia in quite convincing style when you look away from the first round where she was struggling like she was in Denmark. And she won the Olympics, in my opinion, also in quite convincing style, even though she was pushed to 3 games in the final by a fantastic playing PV Sindhu. But she played really, really fast, and I think that she set a new standard for how physical you need to be to do well in women's singles. And
I agree
other players
with that.
have taken her up on that and said, hey, we got to get into better shape.
Yeah. Yeah, good rally. And I think it's something that, as an athlete, I mean, if you change your sport, which she obviously has, she's taken the level of women's singles to a new level. That's very exciting. It's like a Dick Forsberry changing high jump forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as obvious to people who don't understand the sport of badminton in the way that you understand the intricacies, but it is that dramatic. She has taken the sport to a new level.
Yeah, she has, and we saw it in other sports as well, where someone is showing fantastic standards, like you said.
5-9.
High jump. Tiger Woods in golf.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of golfers in the gym, even at tournaments now, in really, really good shape.
Service over.
A little bit of frustration there from Bingjiao.
Yeah, and I might need to reconsider my position a little bit, that she's not trying. I think actually she looks a bit nervous.
Yeah.
A lot of the Chinese hopes in women's singles lies with her, even though they have more players in the quarterfinals, but that's qualifiers that cannot be expected to produce results here. But her Bingjiao has been a regular and has won Super Series. sort of carries a lot of the Chinese expectation in women's singles on her shoulders for the rest of this tournament. Good shot.
Oh, that's nice. Good rally. Yeah, super. Good work. And to the mid-game interval, Carolina Marin with a 5-point advantage. Oh, it's a terrific angle. It's very close to that line. That's perfect.
拐对角也很难受，所以你要把这头顶区这边2个底线这边给盯住了啊。然后还有是他打你这边都是打底线比较多，你也把这底线自己要抢起来盯住就行了，不要老冲。然后其实几个球你都是点杀挺好的，他重复你的时候冲过头了，所以没打好啊。
你的相持速度要起来啊，还是比他稍微慢了一点点，但是还不错啊，这个要起来，然后你要多给他头顶。
We were looking at and listening to Jiang Ning there. 3-time winner of the women's singles here. 2 consecutive times as well. 2005 and 2006.
11-6. Play.
Ooh, found the line.
Service over.
That's a super shot.
7-11. Service over. 12-7.
We saw yesterday in the match that Carolina Marin played against Kim from Korea that she was also off to a good start and had a reasonably big lead in the first game and went on to lose it. And lost a number of points in a row, and that's been a little bit uncharacteristic. That she's normally very consistent, but since All England, where she lost those 10 points in a row to Raja Nagintinam, there's been some streaks of points slipping away from her at times.
8-12.
She was very convincing in the third game yesterday, though. Carolina Marin, her opponent, only got 4 points. But it must be psychological, Steen. And I mean, if you know that one match in the All England and those 10 straight points, having led 18-11 or 19-11, something like that.
Yeah, because I mean, everybody remembers it and mentions it.
Tied. Oh, goodness.
I think the call on the baseline looked a little
13-9.
suspicious.
Hey. 14-9.
So that's one of the goals for Marin, to be able to play better in halls like this by not being so reliant on the all-out attacking style, but also being able to play a bit more patient game.
Yeah.
And that's what's difficult to find the right balance at the moment.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
But the whole philosophy is very, very interesting. I mean, she's only 24 years of age, twice already been world champion, current Olympic champion, changed the sport, took this women's singles discipline to a whole new level, and yet she's still working to improve and change her game to add a new dimension. These champions, it's a trait of champions, isn't it, that they're never satisfied. They always want to improve and get better.
And you got to do that because, I mean, the other players are looking how to beat you. They're watching the video day in, day out, saying, what can we do? So we need to get better in those specific areas. And when they get better, if you don't improve, then you're going to lose.
Yeah. Missed it.
Yeah.
Just wide. Well, I think Bingjiao didn't mean to leave that. I think she just couldn't reach it. But luckily for her, the shuttle was, in fact, wide. Here we go. Yep. She did try to play that. No question, it was out.
Twelve, 15.
Confianza, Caro, confianza.
Now that looked a nervous shot to me.
Yeah.
Scoreboard pressure now, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the thing. When do you sort of break away from what you're trying to do and secure the lead? And I feel that's one of the challenges to Marin at this point of her career, when trying to sort of have a plan B, so to speak.
Well, it is Bingjiao that's going to have to challenge because the line judge called it wide. 2 challenges per game, so if we have a 3-game match, then it's 2 challenges. Adds up to 6 in total, but you can't take your, good call line judge, you can't take your challenges from one game to the next.
Challenge
So that was certainly worth a challenge.
1 challenge remaining. Service over. 16-13. Play.
Again, looked a nervous shot.
14-16.
Yeah, and perhaps timing also lacked a little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't a hard smash from Bingjiao. She was just playing it downwards.
Oh, it's a very ambitious shot to try from Bingjiao.
Yeah.
Crikey. I mean, if that had worked, that would have been shot of the week.
We talked about it. You mentioned it yesterday that you'd noticed, Jill, that a lot of the girls try to make these cross-court defenses in order to play as good a defense as possible. A shot that would totally change it, the defense to attack. But the difficult thing is to judge when it's possible. think you have to be in a little bit better position. Good play by Bingjiao. Just took a step forward there.
15-18.
She was fast back to that, wasn't she? And then she had the options.
19-15.
Very good movement from Marin. 2 points away from the opening game now. The Olympic champion.
Oh. I like the read she had there. Bingjiao.
Game point, 15.
Seemed to lunge forward on the wrong leg, though.
Yeah.
Normally in badminton, you lunge on your racket arm leg. So if you're a left-hander, your left leg goes forward. She took her right leg forward there. So it's 5 game point opportunities for the number 4 seed, Carolina Marin.
What a strange shot.
That's extraordinary, isn't it, from her Bingjiao? Let it drop
First game won by Carolina
very
Marin,
late indeed, deep in her forehand corner.
15.
It's like a topspin.
Yeah. So opening game to this lady, Carolina Marin. 21-15 in 20 minutes of play.
Te levanta un poquito, lo ves súper fácil, pero es que estarte con la raqueta arriba. Entonces ahí, ten paciencia, es cuando tú y yo jugamos en el techo que te invito y al final estoy preparado y te la paso por encima. Ahí no, ten paciencia, aunque la veas tan clara, no le juegues a ella, tú devuélvesela, que sea ella la que tome el riesgo, ¿de acuerdo? Punto 1. Pues la red. Desde atrás le das tiempo a que modifique, desde la red no. De media pista en adelante tú sigues jugando exactamente igual. De vez en cuando incluso puedes provocar el bloqueo en el lado de derechas, suyo, o sea, en el lado suyo de revés, tuyo de derechas, porque estás siempre los cruzado y la pista está vacía. Hay un remate profundo, ¿vale? ¿Vale? O si va muy tenso, puedes hacerlo incluso en contrapié. ¿Vale? Ahí está la clave, la red. La red juega los puntos de construcción, juega natural, no entras al tenso, variedad en el ataque. Generalmente creo que estás consiguiendo los ataques del lado rectificado.
Sí.
Intenta variar la construcción un poquito más. Ahora vamos a ver cómo está el aire, si lo han cambiado o si no lo han cambiado. Espérate cualquier cosa. Vamos a ver el inicio, ¿vale? Y esto digo, no regales puntos, que sea ella la que se los trabaje. Ya has visto cuando se tiene que arriesgar, a veces entra, y la mayoría de las veces no. ¿De acuerdo? O sea que con tranquilidad. ¿Vale?
20 seconds.
Well, a lot of talk there from Fernando Rivas. And Steen, I know you understand a few words of Spanish, more than a few words, but were you able to get the gist of what he was saying there?
No, not really. No, not really.
I understood a couple of words, which was attack.
Yeah.
But I don't know what context they were used in.
No, but this is one of the situations where playing in conditions like this here, now playing on this side, Marin cannot play with patience like she did in the first game. If she plays with patience, she's going to commit some errors. She's going to put clears long where her Bingjiao perhaps have put her clears a little bit too short. She's got to put pressure on the opponent. But also interesting to see how her Bingjiao comes out, if she can play with more pace. If she can't play with more pace, then I think the match yesterday has taken its toll on her. So I expect her to see her a bit more agile.
Her match was actually 5 minutes shorter than Carolina Marin's match.
Yes, but I still hold Marin as a lot quicker in recovery than her Bingjiao.
Yeah. It's well worked. You know, when I watch Carolina Marin in full flow, attacking-wise, it's difficult to understand why Fernando Rivas would want to change that. But I do understand it in logical terms, because if you are playing in a big stadium like this and you've got to finish the match on the side where you must be a little more patient, then she has to have that style that she can adapt to.
Yes, and it might not come into play here. I mean, still, we don't know who's going to win this match, but if her Bingjiao wins the match, she doesn't win because she plays really, really good defense against Marin. But other players can win that way in stadiums like this. Other players that are better in defense. Her Bingjiao has a reasonable defense, but her strength is her deceptions and her good shots.
Yeah.
So she's not that big of a challenge for Marin in this hole.
Just watch this next shot, Steen. No, that's what I call perfection.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
As a coach, you'd like it not to hit the net, but steady close. I think Fernando Rivas started out with black hair when he started coaching Marin.
No, it's going wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pity. I loved that shot because she can really punch that clear. Jumping as if she wanted to smash to get her opponent to crouch down and then fire an attacking cross clear. That was a beautiful shot. Unfortunately for her Bingjiao, it was wide.
Oh, that was going out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Deep in the backhand corner. I thought that one was going wide. But she was so fast forward. Look at that. This one I thought was going out.
Maybe it stayed in, actually. We were sitting a little bit to the side of the court, so we have more trouble than usual judging that sideline.
Yeah, that one's definitely wide.
And this is where I feel that that shot, the last shot, was not the best choice. It was trying to play an accurate shot where she could have applied a lot of pace and power.
Another error.
3-5.
So you in a situation like that, where she's trying to play accurately deep into the corner, it's not supposed to be a winner. So why does it have to be that accurate?
Yeah, exactly.
Take it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Service over. 6-3. Service over. 4-6.
Well, if I was her Bingjiao right now, I think I might try and attack even more than I usually do, because it seems to me as if Carolina's defensive timing is just a little off.
Totally off.
Yeah.
Especially in, not totally, but in the backhand,
yeah.
It's totally off.
Yeah,
that was the situation.
Yeah.
That is not a clear. That is an attacking shot downwards, because it's too short. The shot from Bingjiao.
Yeah.
So, but that's the difficulty of learning to recognize the situations again, or not again, but learning to recognize the different kind of situation, because sometimes she's under a lot of pressure on the back court, thanks to really accurate shots from Bingjiao, and if she attacks there, then she will sort of outplay herself.
6-0.
Oi!
Oh!
She hit her head.
Oh my goodness me!
Service
oh
over.
Yes, no, I don't like that.
7-6.
And when hitting her head, her leg came up and her leg touched the net. But it's the head I'm worried about. Oh, dear me. Boof, yeah.
Hey, you need a doctor?
I remember a number of years ago, James Blake in tennis, very good tennis player, American tennis player, slipped on a tennis court, skidded towards the net and hit his head on the net post and broke his neck. Fortunately, he was all right, but he broke a bone in his neck and was out for 6 weeks lying in a hospital bed.
That can go terribly wrong.
Absolutely. It's very worrying in any sporting or any instance when somebody hits their head. Concussion and all the complications of that is very concerning indeed.
Good rally, that one.
Service over. 7-0.
Well, Bingjiao has done well from love 5 in this second game.
And if we think back, I think she's scored maybe 1 or 2 points herself in the backhand side of Marin. The rest of the points is Marin scoring the points for Bingjiao by putting them out or in the net.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Bingjiao was expecting the lift.
Service over.
She was halfway back to the back of the court. Having played this net shot, look, Bingjiao backing off.
Carolina, play on.
Brilliant. What a well-constructed rally.
9-8.
Steadily outmanoeuvring her Bingjiao. Once again, that forehand cross-court net shot played to perfection. And that's the one you prefer, it wasn't the net cord.
Exactly. Played with good marking.
No, it's going wide.
Service over. 9-all.
Oh, my word.
Service over.
That's one of the shots that I don't like.
10,
I think it's power smash instead. It's way too risky. It worked, but I mean, it was short. The lift was short. Power smash, follow up, point taken. And that's where I feel that the tactical read of the game is sort of not there yet in terms of Marin developing a more patient style.
Yeah, not knowing when to be patient. But
Yes.
there's another perfect example of how off she is on the timing of her backhand defence.
Yeah. Yeah, and good defense by her Bingjiao, but that rally should have finished way earlier when Marin had the big chance. And that's what you sacrifice when you try to develop a new game style, that your normally strong game style suffer a little bit because you don't practice it that much.
Yeah. So often a case of perhaps taking a step back before you can take 2 or 3 forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you try something that you haven't done before for a while, you're going to get a little bit worse.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of players are not prepared to do.
Don't have the courage?
They don't have the courage to do that.
Yeah.
哎，你的冲击力比他强，啊，通过多拍，哎，通过对控，啊，让他始终给他压力，啊，加油！能反控打反控，别让他往前来。对对对。动啊！
11-10. Play.
And the score right now is actually 11-5 for her Bingjiao since she got back in the match.
Yeah, because she was about 5 down, wasn't she, at the start of the second game?
Service over. 11-all. Service over. 12-11.
Yes. Still having a conversation with Fernando Rivas. That's a lovely shot. What a super angle.
Service over. 12 all.
Yeah, it's been a good lift as well.
That was a really good choice there.
Yeah.
Still this girl here with the momentum, in my opinion. Bingjiao.
Oh, that is very well taken.
Service over.
Oh, she tried to do one of those in the opening game, didn't she? Brush it off the top of the tape.
Yeah.
That time it worked. Look at that.
Yeah, that's very good. Because it wasn't very high over the net,
No.
the return from Marin.
Service over. 13 all.
Yeah, it's good judgment. Oh, she's stripped. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't believe it. And she's won the rally. How on earth did she manage to get back up? Oh, there's the slip. Plays one off her knees. How did she control that one? The net shot after she's played off her knees was incredible. There's the slip. My goodness me. That is fabulous. What guts. What determination. And what control.
Okay.
Oh, I do hope she's all right. Because that looked a nasty slip to me.
Yeah. Can really, really hurt the hamstring.
Yeah.
A slip like that.
Fourteen. 13.
Now, in my opinion, this is what should happen every time a Bingjiao lifts on this side of the court. There should be some kind of attack from Marin, and then only once in a while, a variation, a clear, or a disguised drop shot. Definitely want to put pressure on your opponent from this side of the court.
Fabulous.
Good shot.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Brilliant rally.
Aye, that's fantastic.
Oh, and she's put it wide. Oh my goodness. She was dictating the pace. Had Carolina Marin pushed and pulled all over the court. 52 shots of magnificent badminton. Well, there was some retrievals earlier on in that rally. that were just simply sensational.
Good knee work from the Spanish girl there. I can understand why Bingjiao is concerned there, because the mops that they're using here are not the mops that we normally see them use on these green mats.
No, they usually have smaller mops to
exactly.
use to
and sometimes
the sweat, the perspiration.
Sometimes these mops, they just spread the sweat instead of getting it away, and that's really, really dangerous.
Yeah.
So yesterday was it Victor Axelsen urging the mopper to really use power.
Right.
Oh, that's a challenge.
Well, no, I saw that as wide, but as you say, Steve, we're on a little bit of an angle.
Call out.
Ooh, no, seeing that again, I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll await for Hawkeye. Hawkeye say it caught the line. Great challenge.
Correction. Service over. 14-16. Play.
Very important Hawkeye decision here. Instead of going down 13-17, she's still within striking distance of Bingjiao.
It's a good lift.
Good shot.
Good shot enabled by good movement to that deep backhand corner. Really got behind it very well indeed. And there's a challenge here, first challenge of the match from Carolina Marin.
Marin, challenge. Call in.
Yeah, that's in.
Wow. Another one caught a line. And two very, very important.
Unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Points going the way of this lady.
16-all.
Both on challenges.
Play.
So 16-all.
Good matchup.
What a rally again. Well, I wonder if she's overplayed that cross-court forehand net, because I suspect the reason the error was because her Bingjiao,
She was standing at the net.
she was waiting for it. Look. Yeah, she was ready to pounce. So into the lead at this crucial stage, her Bingjiao.
Yeah, and a couple of game changes we had here. The slip from Marin where she saved it and won the rally, and then the challenge where her Bingjiao originally was deemed down 13-17, but won the challenge and another one on the baseline.
Carolina, es atacar.
In 5 straight points, and Fernando Rivas is up from his chair. Not satisfied with what's happening.
Good net shot. Yeah, fabulous lift, even better lift. How did she control that? Bingjiao. It was a terrific net shot from Carolina Marin. Well. 6 straight points now, and 2 points from sending this to a third and deciding game.
I was just about to say that she'd cut down on her mistakes for Bingjiao since being down in the beginning of the game here. And I still think she has, even though that forehand sort of fell off the racket. And it can often make the difference whether you can keep the rally going for 1 or 2 shots more than the opponent will go on to make a mistake.
The lift was short because the lift had been deflected by the net cord. Such was the quality of the net shot from Bingjiao. 7 of the last 8 points. And more importantly for Bingjiao, 3 game point opportunities. Game point saved. What would she do? She hit a hard smash.
She hit a super pressure.
Yeah. Oh dear, what's the umpire going to say? Don't show your fist to your opponent. Sign of intimidation or aggression. So still another 2 game points for Bingjiao.
Stepped a little bit away, Bingjiao. Apparently she feels that it's so good that Marin can't spin back, but yet she does it. It was actually her only possibility.
Yeah. So 2 game points well saved. Will it be 3rd time lucky for this lady, Bingjiao? Oh, it's landed in. Back level.
20 all.
Well, that's amazing because she's been hitting so many long of the back line. That time,
yeah,
it was perfect. That was plumb on the line. What a way to save a third game point. So 20 all extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin.
She's got to close down the net, her Bingjiao. She was successful with it once, and when she stepped away, she leaves room for Marin to play back at her. She's got to cover that net. Get the initiative in the rallies. That's how she's gotten back in this match.
Oh, that was going out.
Yeah.
That is, there's no question of that. So on a run of 4 straight points, 3 game points saved, and now a match point opportunity for Carolina Marin.
Line judge. Line judge.
Well, Marin just saying, well, I want my side of the court mopped as well.
Yeah, and it should
interesting. Somebody's come on with a towel here to mop up the perspiration rather than the big mop that you can see the far end. Yeah, I think they should be using towels the whole time. Not so good for the court attendants' back, though, of course.
No.
No.
They have to do double duty as linesmen as well.
Yes, yeah.
I simply think that every time there's a little break and a little towel down in the match, we should have the moppers on court, just in case. If there's nothing, they can quickly get back again.
Oh, I concur with that. So here we are, match point opportunity.
Shot. There it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what you wanted to see from her Bingjiao. Closing down the net, waiting to pounce. Yeah, she was down on her knees again, Carolina Marin. It's not only the fact that they dive or go on their knees to retrieve the shuttle, they get up again so quickly.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah, there's the attacking play that you were advocating.
And none of the players' backhand side looks really, really solid. So play better on the front court, get the lift and attack the backhand side.
Second match point opportunity. Well, he's looking puzzled by that.
22-all.
Makes the error. And so it is a 4th game point opportunity for her Bingjiao to send this to a decider. And on her 4th game point opportunity, her Bingjiao converts. It is one game all.
24.
Surviving 2
One game all.
match points. Bingjiao to force a decider. What a match. We're only 2 minutes shy of the hour mark. One game all.
抢不上去，对方老是推你，你就很难受。所以你先发制人，先弄他，而且弧度你越平越不好打，越防守越难受。高一点，你给高一点，他不好打，就是给高一点，给高一点，给头顶那边，攻也攻反手那边，就这个战术，自己清楚一点啊。
坚持成功的战术，还有一个就是成功的地方，往前，你现在点拿的比较高了，你主动控制他，啊，这样的话，哎，你就可以跟他相持，他的进攻打法他就打不出来了。 啊，然后往前幅度推跳，给他高一点，让他退回去打，他连不上，他就是快，就是你给他越平，你越快，他越快，他是这个特长，你把这个一破 ，OK， 好，加油，加油啊！好，老郑休息一下啊，不错啊，非常不错，要把握住这个机会啊。
Lo único que tienes que hacer es recordártelo. No pasa nada que te vaya una jugada. Tú tienes que identificarlo. El problema es que te vas del protocolo. Y una vez que te vas, al final se te olvidan las cosas. Si ya lo sabemos, no dejes que eso pase. No dejes.
由来自韩国的徐承载、金荷娜对阵来自中国的王懿律、黄东平。
Match on court 3 mixed doubles between Xian Zhenxiu, Kim Ha-na from Korea, and Wang Yilü, Wang Dongping from China.
本场比赛裁判员马亚娜，印尼。
Well, it's not often that you see Fernando Rivas out of his chair and very animated.
You know.
Well, we did see that at the end of that second game, didn't we? He was
Liu Yingping, China.
Final game.
really very expressive.
Double. Play.
So, third and deciding game.
Service over. 1 love.
How did she
Really
reach that?
wide.
Oh, that goes down as a poor miss from her Bingjiao.
She had almost the whole court to play.
Yeah, virtually anywhere over and in would have been an outright winner.
Service over.
给裁判。
1 2.
Good shot.
I think that drop shot has landed in front of the front service line indicates that it was a quality shot. Way inside that front service line.
Oh, that's a challenge.
Oh, I don't, yes, I hardly believed that because that was going to go
Carolina
well
Marin,
wide and then
challenge.
hitting the top of the tape.
Ball in.
Certainly changed its direction. Did it change it
Yeah.
enough to land in?
Did it save? Did it save her Bingjiao?
Yes.
It did.
It did. Oh, wow, wow.
very interesting to see how this affects how if Marin can bounce back from losing this challenge here, because the two challenges lost in the second game at 13-16 and was it 15-16 or something like that. It sure gave Bingjiao the momentum.
Yeah, now what does that expression tell you? A little shake of the head, head in hands. Oh, just as well, Marin wasn't looking at Fernando Rivas at that particular moment. Can't help but players' confidence to see your coach doing that.
Service over. 4-3.
Good expression on Bingjiao there.
Service over.
Well, it may be one game more than 4-all, but I'm with you that the momentum is actually with this player. Oh, that's super. Well, so much from my theory that she was overplaying it, but I suppose it's all about shot selection. Is when you play it.
Yeah. It takes quite a bit of time for Bingjiao to get up from that defense there.
Oh, no, that's the one you want her to hit.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
And maybe you won't hit the first one, but eventually your timing will get better. And you cannot have the opponent just lifting high to you and then knowing that you're not going to put the full power in it, because then what you normally were the best at, you're no longer really good at, actually. And that takes away too much of your advantage in terms of the field.
Thank you.
I can understand it in the first round, second round. Now we're quarterfinals day, so you should be beginning to get the right timing in the hole here, because it's not like it's changing or anything. It's quite consistent, the drift.
Ese, mira qué fácil.
Well, Bingjiao didn't even react to this one.
No, she was taking a chance.
Thank you for your cooperation.
5-7.
Oh,
shot.
yes. That's super.
Wait. Wait. Take. 6, 7. Play. Service over. 8, 6.
Hour and 10 minutes this match has been in progress.
然后给后手给幅度给起来啊！
8, 6.
Yeah, I like the racket carriage there. When she's coming forward, high racket carriage, coming from above the shuttle. It's got so many options then.
Yeah, and again, a soft attacking shot to the forehand side that Bingjiao should judge the speed herself. Sometimes more difficult than just reacting. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Quick follow-up.
Service over. 7, 9.
Oh,
you look
that was
wide.
going out, yeah.
That's definitely wide.
8,
And
9.
this lack of spatial awareness or awareness where the court is, I think is another sign perhaps of nerves or being
Yeah, lack
not
of
at
lack of
ease.
confidence.
Yeah.
And how can you have lack of confidence when you won a tournament less than 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Well, if you lose some early matches, then it's easy to lose confidence.
Yeah.
It's a very fragile thing.
Service over.
It could be costly for
Yeah.
her, Bingjiao.
Pero es que no quiero que hagan más, ¿vale?
Dangerous
Okay.
shot.
Y si lo hace,
Anyway,
lo
if
hace a su
Marin
lado de
had gotten to
rectificado.
it, she would have been able
Porque está con la
to
raqueta
run the long
puesta.
distance.
Just wide. Do you think there's a little bit of a sideways drift as well, Steen? We know that the shuttle is flying faster going towards Marin's end. A little bit of sideways as well?
We saw some yesterday, but I just felt it was the other way. So I don't think it's very significant.
So that was just a misdirected shot.
Yeah,
That wasn't the drift.
I think so.
Yeah.
Service over.
Well,
11, 9.
they change
Interval.
ends in this deciding game. And it is a 2-point advantage to the Olympic champion, Carolina Marin. And 14 minutes.
稍微变一下，变一下以后呢，别打那么大对角，挡中路也可以。因为他大对角，他有时上来推你和上来戳你，你就特别难受。一定要把这个线路给变一下啊，然后多打头顶区，还是多打头顶区啊。
打完你还坚持成功的，打完头顶后注意他两个劈掉就行了，那就危险不大。你主要是往前场的往前的推球啊，要有弧度。 你知道吧？
别着急使劲攻，
哎，你的后场别太着急啊，你自己打连贯，能够保持连贯就行啊。就到位以后打，不到位以后不进去啊，加油！
Yeah, look at that racket carriage. That was the one I talked about at the time.
I think if I were Marin, I would flick a couple of times on this side as well to keep Bingjiao away from the short services. I think she played some really good returns on the short services in the second game. If I were Bingjiao, I would make sure I took a step forward on the front court to try to dominate the net. She was very successful there in the second game.
本场比赛裁判员莫罕默德·纳兹里，孟加拉国；发球裁判员周东风，中国。
Umpire Mohammed Nazir Bangladesh. Service judge Zhou Dongfeng, China.
12-9.
Always nice, I think, for players to get their score moving again at the change of ends.
Yeah.
Psychologically, it always seems to have a big effect.
Earth was that?
13,
Yeah.
9.
Maybe a little out of reach. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it almost goes past her. We can't see that from... We're sitting quite high over the court. Or at least I can't see it. I don't know about you, Jim.
Well, I haven't got one of the line calls right today so far. It's landing in.
Yeah.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, it was.
14-9.
Yeah, Bingjiao desperately needs to stop this run of points. It's 4 straight points.
Excellent defense from Bingjiao.
对，打他头顶区抓住啊，打他头顶区高一点啊，弧度。
11-14. Play.
Good defense.
Oh, terrific.
Challenge.
The challenge there was not initially spotted by the umpire.
No, and I can understand the players, because we've seen sometimes that because the umpires are preoccupied with other stuff, they don't notice that they actually challenge immediately.
No, because they look at the line judge's call, and the player is falling over.
Yeah.
She needs to see what the line judge,
after
she's
get up first.
Finished tumbling over. But even as she was tumbling, she raised her hand to say challenge. I think this is good umpiring that he allowed it, because we've seen in recent tournaments it hasn't been allowed. Well, I'm surprised it was that far in.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over. 15-11. Play.
Well, that seemed a half-hearted sort of a shot to me, as if she changed her mind.
This is where I feel the balance is not right yet between the patient game and the attacking game. This was definitely a power smash, in my opinion. It should have been a power smash.
That's not even close.
13-15.
Oh, that's found the line. That's super.
14-15.
That was a loose block.
Yeah.
Nerves. Riddled with nerves at the moment, Carolina Marin.
And making the wrong choices also.
Yeah.
I mean, that's never a shot that's going to win anything, so you simply can't afford to make a mistake on it. But we've seen some from her Bingjiao as well, when she tries to play soft or deceptive shots. Good defense.
Oh, unbelievable. What a good rally. Yeah. Wonderful deep shot into the forehand corner of her Bingjiao. How important could that rally turn out to be?
But she's gotten fresh air, her Bingjiao. She was down 14-9 in this game here, and what was it, 15-11?
Yeah.
And everything looked to go Marin's way, and just shows how quickly it can change if you still keep believing. And
yeah. And I think this match has got huge significance for the women's singles draw anyway, because the other two Chinese players, as we were discussing earlier, are both Chinese qualifiers. Never before in the history of the China Open, since it's become a Super Series in 2007, the inception of the Super Series, have they not had a Chinese player in the women's singles semi-final. So, with the two qualifiers underdogs in their quarter-final matches, very important for the home fans and the home country that Bingjiao wins this encounter. Yeah, that's a good shot.
17-50.
I'm not sure whether it was straight on the line. I think had she not burnt that challenge earlier, Bingjiao, after her dive, she might have challenged this one, but it's simply too risky. In the decider here, not having any challenges left, you've got to save one.
Yeah. Oh, that's a costly error, surely. 3-point advantage and 3 points away from booking her place in the semi-final. Yes, another very nervous looking shot.
16-18. Ball to me.
Oh, the umpire's going to have a word with them for time wasting.
Play had to be continued, so play on. Okay.
An hour and 26 minutes into the match.
Play.
Well, certainly within the rallies, they've maintained a very good pace. Good intensity. That's brilliant.
I have to say again, one of these situations where I don't agree with the shot selection of Marin. This is important times here. It's the decisive part of the match, so you've got to take the initiative if you want to win this match, and that's what Bingjiao is doing.
Complete miss hit. It's one game all, it's 18 all. Oh my goodness me. Oh, that's nothing to do with shot selection. That one was a simple, catastrophic error. Wow. 4 straight points for Bingjiao to go into the lead at this crucial stage.
I think maybe the court was over.
Yeah, certainly thought about it. Look at this. Oh,
yeah.
It did go over and came back. You were right, Steen. My goodness. came back her own side. That's just extraordinary.
Play on.
Well, did I hear Fernando Rivas saying flick?
I don't know. I didn't hear that.
Yes, I think I did.
Yeah, she waited for it.
Yeah.
She waited for it, her Bingjiao, thinking about how Marin netted one of her match points in the second game.
Yeah. So it's match point opportunity to her Bingjiao, having been 9-14 down in this deciding game.
Good
Brilliant.
defense.
Oh, my word. Oh! A collective gasp from the fans. Well, desperation defence earlier on in that rally from Carolina Marin. And the disappointment for her Bingjiao.
Sometimes there's so much emotional tension that you just don't want the rally to continue. You want to know, did I win it or lose it now?
Goodness me. What a match. An hour and 30 minutes. 1 game all and 20 all. Let's look clear again. Challenge.
Carolina Marin, challenge, call out.
I think it's out.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll wait for Hawkeye. Here we go. What does Hawkeye say? Caught the line.
Oh, it's in.
What a great challenge. What an important challenge.
We've seen some important challenges in this match.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Match point.
So in total, it's a third match point opportunity now for Carolina Marin, because she had 2 in the second game and couldn't convert. Another flick serve. Missed it. She has survived a match point and come back to win, beating the home favourite her Bingjiao in the battle of the left-handers, which turned out to be a thrilling encounter. 22-20 in the deciding game for the Olympic champion Carolina Marin. An hour and 32 minutes of incredible badminton.
Carolina Marin, 21-15, 24-22, 22-20.
Well, 2 match points in the second game that she couldn't convert. Saved a match point in the decider at 19-20. And finally closes it out on her third match point opportunity. Her first in the third game. What a match. Just confirmation of that scoreline once again. 21-15, 22-24, 22-20 in a match lasting an hour and 32 minutes. Well, my goodness me, what a thrilling match to get us underway on quarterfinals day here in Fuzhou. Next up is mixed doubles, and it's Kobayashi and Matsutomo up against Zheng Xiwei and Wang Yaxiong. Well, as far as the mixed doubles draw is concerned, we've already had a bit of drama. In the very top section, you can see that Tang Chungman and Si Ying-Xue, who won the Denmark Premier event, the last of the premiers prior to this China Open, only 5 premiers a year, have come from 2016 down in that deciding game on a run of 6 straight points to close it out and book their place in the semi-final. What a dramatic match that was. We are about to see who they will meet in the semi-final. And as you can see from the draw, well, 3 Chinese pairs started at quarterfinal stage, so 6 different nations, 4 seeds, only 1 seed in the top half of the draw. And that is the pair we are about to watch. It is Zheng Xiwei and Wang Yaxiong. So some of you may be a little confused or surprised about why Zheng Xiwei and Wang Yaxiong are seeded when they're playing their very first Super Series tournament together. Well, quite obviously as world #1 and world #2 with their former partners, and that is current rankings. Then they get a notional ranking, which has put them at number 5 in the seedings. Japanese pair, a left and right-handed combination. It is Yugo Kobayashi, the left-hander. Mizaki Matsutomo, his partner, is of course the Olympic women's doubles